Okay, so I'm at this place called Cramond Island. Cramond Island is, well, I guess it's an island, it makes sense. But you can get across there by going across this causeway that was essentially built to help deter ships entering into the bay. So I'll do that in a quick sec if I can work out how to do that. But there you go. So this is the causeway and this is in the bay out here. But essentially you can even see a little castle over there. It's kind of cool. But essentially what happens is, as this is sort of, it's pretty dry at the moment because we're at low tide, but through the day the tide goes up and this whole causeway goes underwater. So it's pretty busy now because people have obviously looked at the time of the tides and advertised sort of what's time now, it's about 1:05. Low tide's at 1:45, so you've got sort of enough time now to get across, but there's then a couple of hours that you can spend over on the island and before the tide comes up and you get trapped. But what often then happens is people get trapped and then you have to call out all of like the lifeguards to actually try and get back to the mainland. But the other thing that happens is they have like little gigs and stuff over on the island, so you get in the morning as the sort of the low tide comes in, and then you lock yourself in all day on the island and just sort of party there. And then at the end of the day, when the tide comes back down again, everyone comes back. So like in August, there's like this punk rock festival that happens on Cramond Island. It's going to be like pretty sick. So yeah, now you should be able to see the flag. Seem to have got away from all the other people at least. So it's got a little love heart on it. But then they have the little fort up there. I believe on the other side of the island there's another little fort. But I want to go see if I can find the area where they had like a little festival, because it kind of makes me laugh if you're like stranded on this island for like 12 hours just waiting for the water to come down while they just have all this like heavy... And I'm not talking like, modern garage punk. We're talking like proper Mohawks, leather, Sex Pistols, 70s style punk. I was watching a video on the other day, I'll see if I can post it as well. Okay, so if you kind of look down there, you've got, on the left is sort of the Port of Leith. So that's like kind of the north end of the city. And obviously that kind of big hill in there is Arthur's Seat. Can't really see the castle from here. Then you can kind of wander down and see, well, this guy's taking some photos, that's not a bad idea. And this is sort of the backside of that fort. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, you look over there, there's a few little bridges and stuff. We're going to have to go explore those in a bit. Jeez. I don't need a car for that one. You can kind of go down under this thing here. As we go down, there you go. Imagine sticking some tins in here. Surf's up. It's good now because I've kind of broken away from most of the other tourists. So I've got a bit of time myself, and I'll probably picked a bad time to start recording this, but like I was showing before, there was all those like lovely flowers going back, but now almost turned out into like this another meadow. I love meadows, but if we kind of follow this path, I wonder if this takes us sort of over to like a mini beach or something. Not that I'm suggesting it's quite swimming weather, but you might get some nice little views sort of back into the city. And I think we're sort of at almost the eastern point of the island. A little sailboat out there, you can see that one yet? Moving over into the city, and then if you kind of head up there, I think that's where you get to head around and get up to Dundee or something. I got to learn my geography better. What do we? Oh, no, of course there's not a beach, it's just more rocks. Okay, so made it back around. So this is now heading over the northern side of the island, I guess. Northwest, I think we're facing now. Even look how cool this plane is. Look at the colours on this thing. Bloody beautiful. I'll sort of wrap back around and come back out, but I think that bit before, and I've got to make sure I put this one in there, where they had like all of the little fort bits. I think that's kind of where you have your punk festival. Island of Punk, mate. Ooh, is that some like? Oh no, it's just another one. I was gonna say I thought this was gonna be like some old like battlements or something, but it doesn't look like it's made it that far. Oh, there's a little outpost over there. Right, plenty to look at. Okay, so made it all around the island. We're now wandering back towards the causeway. You can see over there. We'll just head back there and then do a quick wander back and get ready for a bus ride home. Thanks everyone.